So today we're going to be taking a look at properties of quadrilaterals. Don't forget that a quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. So here are the different types if you want to take a second and pause the video to draw them or write them down. I just want to go over some of the characteristics of each. So a square, pretty common shape, especially because you've been seeing this since primary school. All sides are equal in length, opposite sides are parallel, all angles are 90 degrees, and the diangles bisect each other at 90 degrees. Bisect means to split exactly in half. So when you have, these are called perpendicular bisectors, they form perpendicular lines created at 90-degree angles, and they bisect each other, meaning they split it exactly in half. To follow that is the rectangle. So a rectangle has opposite sides equal in length, opposite sides that are parallel, similar to the square, has all angles that are 90 degrees, and their diagonals bisect each other, but they do not hit at 90-degree angles. A rhombus, all sides are equal in length, opposite sides are parallel, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. Sometimes this can be confused with people calling it a diamond. Please make sure you're calling it a rhombus, that's its name. A diamond is technically not the correct word for that. Parallelogram have opposite sides equal in length. They also have opposite sides that are parallel, hence why it has its name. Opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. Again, bisect, split in half. Trapezium doesn't have that much going on, but it does have one pair of parallel sides, which we call the parallel bases. In this case, this side would be parallel to this side. Don't forget, parallel means that they go infinitely in both directions and they would never intersect paths. They have the same rate of change over time or the same gradient. Isosceles trapezium. This is similar to a trapezium, except for now these two sides here are actually equal in length. So now it's called an isosceles trapezium, similar to your isosceles triangle. And it still has that one pair of parallel sides. Now, when these two sides become the same length, what happens is it forms two pairs of equal angles. The top angles will be congruent, and the bottom angles will also be congruent. Here we have a kite, similar to the one you fly in the sky. That comes with two pairs of sides that are equal in length. No parallel sides, so if you were to extend any of these side lengths, they would intersect, meaning they're not going to be parallel. One pair of equal angles, and these diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. Now, maybe just from reading those aloud, you've started to notice that there are similarities between some of these shapes, and I love showing this diagram next. Here is what I would call a quadrilateral family tree. So similar to when your parents would branch down into having you, this is how quadrilaterals are intertwined. This is how they are related. So quadrilateral is the most generic and basic name you could give a four-sided polygon. And here we're getting down to the very specific, the square being the most specific since it's the farthest down the family tree. Now, why are these all connected in this way? Something I like to think about is a parallelogram. If I were to take a parallelogram and make all the angles 90 degrees, I now have a rectangle. And then if you take a rectangle and make all the sides the same length, you now have a square. So it's almost as if you keep going down, you get more and more specific. Let's take a second and try to play a game to guess a quadrilateral. Okay, so knowing what we just talked about, I'm going to do the first one, and then I want to see if you can do the second one. Okay. Which quadrilateral am I? So I have four right angles. So right now, just from reading that sentence, I'm thinking this could be a square, or it could be a rectangle, since I know those both have right angles. All my sides are equal. Well, I know that a rectangle has opposite sides equal, but not all the same. So therefore, this quadrilateral is a square. Can you please try this one? All right, let's see if you got this one correct. I have four equal angles. Okay, so that could be the square. Since I know that has four right angles, have 4 equal angles. That could also be a rectangle, since that also has 4 right angles, hence they'll all be equal. Let's go to that first page to see if there's anything we have forgotten. So looking for shapes that have 4 equal angles. Okay. Now a rhombus will not have 4 equal angles because obviously it's only the opposite ones that are equal, so it can't be that. Parallelogram, similar to the rhombus, opposite angles are equal, but they're not all the same. Trapezium, can't be that. 2 pairs, but not all equal. And a kite has only 1 pair of equal angles, these ones here, so it can't be a kite. Okay, we're on the right track. And 2 pairs of equal sides. 2 pairs of equal sides. Do you notice how in a rectangle, I have 1 pair of equal sides here, and then I would have a second pair of equal sides here. So therefore, this is a rectangle. So I hope you put rectangle. If you got that correct, well done. If not, let's try another one. All right, one more just to make sure we really have it. So what quadrilateral am I? I have 1 pair of parallel sides. Take a second and pause the video and write down what you think it is. All right, last one. Let's go back and see what quadrilateral has only 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay. All right. Let's go through it again. So a square we know has 2 pairs of parallel sides, so it can't be that. What about a rhombus? A rhombus has 2 pairs, so nope. Same with a rectangle. Parallelogram, 2 pairs. This one has no pairs, so it looks like we're down to this one. Oh, terrible box by me, but let's go back. So this one actually has 2 options. You could either be, did you say trapezium? Hopefully you did, you were correct. Another correct answer technically could have been an isosceles. Isosceles trapezium. Because it as well also has only 1 pair. Perfect. Can you take a second now and please log into your Hegate and let's try and classify some more.